over here, low production value, but guerrilla warfare type videos. That's what we're doing because some big time news just came in, and I can't wait. So the Raiders, I've said that Gabe Jackson, guard, super stud, amazing, 28 years old, is on the trading block, and I have something for him. Maybe we interest you in our finest Xavier Rhodes. Yeah, so a lot of us fans have been wondering why Xavier Rhodes is just being held on to. And we talked about this week, it's like, oh, well, none of his 2020 salary guarantees until week 1. So there's any March triggers on that. So maybe that's why he's hanging around. Maybe the Vikings are just looking to see if they can get a little bit of something for Xavier Rhodes. Now he's due to count $12.9 million against the cap this year. He's got $4.8 million dead, so the Vikings could free up $8.1 million by moving on from him. Gabe Jackson has zero money guaranteed next 3 years of his deal. He's in the middle of I think it's a 5-year extension. They signed with the Raiders back in the day. Due to count $9.5 or $9.6 million against the cap, so it is a decent chunk of change, but voila, Vikings can free up that $8.1 million, slide Gabe Jackson over. And the question is, why would the Raiders do that? Well, number one, they have $57.1 million in cap space. I don't know if they're up against a 3-year cap floor or spending floor that they have to hit, but either way, they can afford Xavier Rhodes at full freight. Maybe with a change of scenery, he would be open for a restructure, maybe get a little bit of guaranteed money in exchange for a lower cap number. And also, I mean, Jay Gruden loves the Zimmer Hellfire defense, so much so that he brought in Paul Gunther, who was Mike Zimmer's acolyte in Cincinnati. So, also Jay Gruden, or John Gruden, he does love him, some of the older veterans. So maybe he's like, Mama, I can change Xavier Rhodes. I can bring Xavier Rhodes back to 2017 form. So Mike Mayock needs to get in the horn with Rick Spielman, make this damn thing happen. Xavier Rhodes straight up for Gabe frickin' Jackson. And I know Gabe Jackson is a right guard, but also Josh Klein did play some left guard in New England during his early years there. So I would much rather take Gabe Jackson at right guard and take the chance of moving Klein over the left guard, even though he played well last season at right guard over Pat Elflein. Right. So going into the draft, your offensive line left to right be Reef, Klein, Bradbury, Gabe Jackson, and Brian O'Neill, emerging superstar. So you don't really have any pressing needs at the moment, so you can just take whatever BPA offensive lineman comes available to you instead of having to just fill that left guard hole. So I love it. Xavier Rhodes, Gabe Jackson.